Hi and welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. My name is Ruben and this is
Kay.
I've got my wife with me again. I'm really happy that she's with me. We watched this new Netflix original series called Dead to Me. And I'm going to hand over to Kay to kind of tell you what it's about.
Well, in a nutshell, in a very, very tiny little nutshell, you've got Jen and Judy who are drawn to, or two lovely ladies who are drawn together by mutual grief. The end.
Wow, that's a really tiny nutshell.
It is. Like that.
There's 10 episodes. They're each 30 minutes, so they're quite easy to go through. We saw the trailer for this, and it actually had us really intrigued by what's going on in the trailer. We thought, okay, that looks like something that we would be really interested in watching. And I have to say, now that I've seen the series, it's something completely different, and I do think that the trailer has lied to you somewhat. It portrays it as a scam,
like a con,
and it's definitely not that.
No.
But I think that's a good thing, because I think trailers have a habit of actually ruining things for people.
That's very true.
So as soon as we started watching it, within the first 10 minutes of the first episode, we both looked at each other and went, wish we hadn't seen the trailer.
Yeah, because we had thought that they had ruined it. Which they hadn't, and actually the series goes in quite a few directions as it pulls upon these threads of grief with Jen and Judy, and they both are exploring what they've gone through and through the grief counseling and relationships they form and relationships they already had in their life. You get to kind of see what happens, and the whole kind of 10 episodes is about their relationship together, whether it's good, whether it's bad, and relationships go through bumpy ups and downs. I won't say what happens with this relationship because I really don't want to give anything away.
Yeah.
Slower.
I personally really enjoyed the realistic kind of take on family. So she's got two kids. She's got two sons. Jen has two sons, and I thought their interactions was probably kind of, for me, the most realistic I've seen portrayed as a family. A lot of the times when you get death portrayed in a family unit on a TV series or a film, sometimes they react in ways that I just think, oh, they wouldn't react that way, or they wouldn't talk that way, or they just skirt around the issue and they just don't address what just happened. I hate that kind of silence where they don't talk about it. But here, like, kind of in the first episode, the son's saying what he felt about it. The other son is acting another way and saying, no, we need to do that, and the older son is doing the teen thing and expressing how he feels grief, or how grief is affecting him, the loss of his father. And obviously it does affect people in different ways, but I thought how the family are interacting with each other this way, how they portray that, I thought that was particularly good.
Dad's here! He thinks that the bird is his dead father.
Yep. Things that I loved about it were the acting. I thought the acting was really, really of a very, very high standard. I don't think there were many, if any, moments where I was sitting there going, yeah, I don't buy it. You're fake. I don't get it. I actually thoroughly enjoyed the acting, and I loved the scripting. I thought the scripting was very good.
Yeah, I would say I would agree with that. I think the dialogue is some of the best we've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
But particularly the two female actors delivering that dialogue.
Yeah.
You totally believe that they become this kind of best friends, almost family in a way. You believe it feels like they've known each other for years. On screen, they are fantastic to watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say for me personally, though, that there was a bit of storyline that were kind of the middle episodes.
Yeah.
It dragged a bit for me because I didn't really like where they were taking it. And it does continue to take it in that direction. And you can see where it's going because they kind of show you and tell you where it's going. But I have to say that their acting, I'm just going back to what you were saying, that kind of draws you back to it because they are fantastic on screen together. And the dialogue is kind of witty and quick.
Yeah. Kind that I enjoy.
Really interesting to watch. And then there's the kind of side characters as well that don't have a lot of screen time, but when they are on screen, they're really fun to watch. I really enjoyed kind of the side characters, and I think sometimes I get annoyed that they don't develop side characters, but I think it really worked. You didn't need any more.
Yeah, you didn't need any more. So if you've seen the trailer, then you'll know that you'll know what the synopsis is. So I don't want to actually say anything, but I was intrigued by the trailer, and then I was put off by it. because I loved the relationship that was forming between Jen and Judy. And I felt like I was on tenterhooks the whole time, because I kept thinking in the back of my mind, there is no good ending. There is no good outcome. This is all going to fall apart. This cannot end well. Why the hell am I putting myself through this? Why am I getting to love these characters when I know it's all just going to go to poo at the end?
Yeah.
But I would say they actually handled it well.
Yeah.
So if you're like me and you're a little bit nervous about watching something that's, you know, almost guaranteed to have a terrible ending, this one, you know,
You should clarify, not terrible as in the writing's bad.
No,
but
as in the
story.
relationship is completely destroyed and there's just nothing left.
Yeah. So sometimes, maybe you like that type of stuff where it starts out just terrible and you just know the whole way through there's no really kind of hope. But for us, we really need something to...
We like a bit of hope.
There is got to be some hope for these characters that you kind of, I guess, getting to like.
Yeah.
Especially over 10 episodes, you do really kind of get to know the ins and outs of these characters. And I said, wow, that ended much better than I thought it was going to be. It does kind of conclude a story, but they leave it open...
For season
2, which is, you know, but that's the way you do things. If you're going to do a series and it does well, you want to do another season. So I would say check this out.
Yeah, definitely.
What would you rate this?
I actually would like to give it an A, which is very high for me because I'm generally not an A person.
I think because of the little dip in the middle, I'm going to give it an A minus.
Yeah.
So it's still high.
Yeah.
But I did feel like it dragged a bit in the middle.
It did. But then we did binge it. So we didn't give ourselves a break.
True. I did think it started really strongly and then I felt it ended well. So you let us know in the comments below whether you thought this was good or felt the same things that we did with the characters. Interested to know what you think about the ending. That was quite exciting to see what they might do with season 2.
Yeah.
But most of all, until next time, remember, live long and chew.